This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
Alright, here's this topic right here. And shoutouts to Sai and Tails channel for getting the information. Sega is giving Sonic Team a bigger budget for future Sonic titles. We won. Yeah, this is amazing right here, and here's the screenshot right here. We expect development costs for the new titles to grow even larger in the future. We will still strive to give you the solid quality of the major titles from our existing franchises like Sonic the Hedgehog, the Persona series, Yakuza, and others. The development costs will rise up due to the impact of the global external environment. So basically, yes, they are giving you a bigger budget, but the only reason why they're doing this is just because of high developmental costs and also inflation. People also have to remember that inflation is the reason why things are going up. That's why the cost of goods are going up. So in all seriousness, many people are expecting, oh great, so the next mainline 3D Sonic game is going to have better visuals, better models, you know, things like that. Well, yes and no. Again, you know, a lot of people were really turned off at Sonic Frontiers. They used the same model similar to Forces. You know, obviously Sonic's quills were being an issue. Ugh, seriously, social media can be so fucking toxic sometimes. How was that even a topic of discussion back on Twitter where people were upset that Sonic's quills were a little bit shorter? What the hell's wrong with people? But yes, I mean, a bigger budget means that's great. You know, recently Sega, of course, just announced that Samba the Amiga, their own game, is going to be released this year. That's great. So another Sega IP is getting some love, and then other IPs like Crazy Taxi, maybe Knights makes a return, even a port to Knights of Dreamland would be nice. You know, things like that, you know. I like the fact that they're actually caring about their other intellectual properties. It's not always Sonic all the damn time. You merge your classic intellectual properties with your modern intellectual properties, and you have a recipe for success. Sega's starting to get it now. They had a great quarter, obviously. They made great money. The fans are happy what Sega's doing, and I couldn't be any happier. Again, for me, Sega's always a company I've always supported for the good times and the bad times ever since the 90s. It's one of those companies I always keep saying, please stop making all these bad decisions, and now finally they've seen the light. Ever since 2020, now things are going great for the Blue Hedgehog. You know, obviously the success of the movies, Origins, I know it's controversial, deal with it, but you know, at least now they have a second chance with Origins Plus, if that does get confirmed by Sega, most likely at a Sonic Central event. And obviously Frontiers did amazing numbers. You still got the DLC waves coming this year, and of course you got the next mainline game. Most likely you're going to have a bigger budget to work with. Bigger budget means you're going to hire more people. Instead of the 60 people that worked on Frontiers, you could have up to double that or even triple that. I would recommend 200 people, and I would highly recommend splitting up the development teams into 100 people a piece and do it just like back in the old days, where you had one dev team working on Sonic 2 and you had another dev team working on Sonic CD. You could do that. That way it'll be easier to micromanage and get more content. You make more bang for your buck. You know, back in the old days, obviously, you know, many people would prefer Sonic 2 over Sonic CD, but CD did add a lot of nifty features and new characters that we all enjoy and love. You know, so it could be one of those situations where one dev team does, let's say, a classic Sonic the Hedgehog title game, maybe a Mania 2 or something different out of the limelight, and then the other dev team does the next mainline game, maybe Frontiers 2 or Adventure 3. Or better yet, maybe they could give you both actually. One dev team could give you Frontiers 2 while the other team gives you Adventure 3. Just picture that for a minute. Imagine if you were to get two blockbuster games back-to-back years, you know, one being a sequel to an amazing game already, and another being the third installment of the Adventure series, which everybody's been clamoring for over 2 decades. Just picture that for a moment. There's a possibility Sega could actually do both, actually. Not at the same time. You could do it one year and then release the other one the other year, and that should fill Sega's agenda for at least 2 or 3 years tops. People would be excited for both those games. And again, since you got all those devs under your umbrella, you could keep making more games. Maybe the next game will be a classic Sonic title or a spin-off game. And then, of course, you can rotate and keep the cycle going. That's what I would do if I was in Sega's position right now. I would use that money to get more devs and did what I just told you right now. It makes sense. More money, more devs, more games, more money. The fans are happy. That's the way to go. Let me know what you all think about this, and peace out.